Hello everyone, this is Stephanie from Little Steffi Big World, and here you get a little bit of an insight into my Sri Lanka travel scrapbook album. I'm gonna show you how I'm incorporating some of the memorabilia, like these flight tickets that I collected from that trip that I took with my mom and my husband back in 2017. So I hope you enjoy this. I've done a few videos on what kind of travel memorabilia you can collect and how you can incorporate them. So I just thought I'd make a little video on how I did this in this Sri Lanka album, like doing these flips with putting washi tape on both sides of a piece of travel memorabilia. We flew from Germany with Emirates via Dubai to Sri Lanka, so we had 2 flights on the way to Sri Lanka. And I kept these menu cards, you know what you get on your flights. And my husband and me, we had special vegetarian meals, so our meals came with a little like sticker with our names on it, so I kept those as well. So I'm just gluing down the back of this first menu card, so you can still open it. So I'm gonna put it on the page, but you can open it up and see what we had a choice of on our first flight. And then I'm gonna put the second one next to it, so I'm gonna glue that down as well, and then you can open both of them. So yeah, I mean, now it seems like, oh yeah, I remember what I had to eat. It was flight food, so nothing special, but that's the good thing. That's the magic of a travel scrapbook, of a scrapbook anyway, of any kind of event that you are taking pictures or memories. In a few years, when I look back at this, you know, I'm gonna be like, oh, what did we eat on this flight? Or, you know, things will change or whatever. So now it's May 2020. We're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, so that's why I finally had the time to finish up this travel scrapbook. But I don't know what the travel industry is going to look like in a few years. So when I show this to my kids, you know, to my daughter, and explain how we flew, what we had to eat back then, she might be very, very surprised about, you know, flying. What's that? Flying to another country? No. I had these tickets from our meals. 2 of them were still sticky, so I could just take them off, and the other ones I had to fussy cut around them. I'm gonna glue them down on the first menu, on the second menu in the middle. So when you open it up, we had these stickers from Emirates, so you can put them on your seat. So if they should wake you up when the duty free is coming, or when your meal is coming, or this pink one if they should let you sleep. So I thought these were really, really nice to remember. And I got these washi tape samples from my sister-in-law. Thank you very much. And I thought these colors match this scrapbook very, very well. So I've put washi tape at the top, like a little tab on the menu. So when you are going through the scrapbook, you see, oh, there's something, you can open it up. So I just put these little flaps there, and yeah, I like it. It's a page without pictures, but still a lot of memories from these flights. So on the next page, I just have 2 little small pictures, but loads of memorabilia, like this arrival card that we filled out wrong, so I kept it. The business card from our first accommodation, from the filling station, from when we went to the ATM, our receipt from the hotel, all kinds of stuff that you can collect. So I'm putting them in this little envelope that I made myself out of an old map that I had from a little atlas. So I thought this arrival card was a little bit too big, so I first wanted to put it down on the page, but then I saw, oh, it's fitting, it fits into this envelope, so everything went in there and then onto the page. Another thing that we did when we drove from Colombo to Kandy, we bought a SIM card. So on the picture you actually see the tooth temple in the background, and in Kandy we bought the SIM card, and I wanted to keep it. I'm putting normal like glue in it, but actually it's quite thick and sturdy, so I had to put double-sided tape later on it. after Kandy, we went to Sigiriya, and my mom still has her ID. My family is from Sri Lanka, so she had a different ticket than us. She got this really small paper, very paper thin ticket, so I just glued down a piece of it. You can flip it. But my husband and me, as tourists, because I have a German citizen card, we got this really thick and long tickets for going up Sigiriya, so I've made a flap of that as well. Then after we went up Sigiriya, we actually went to Dambulla to see the rock temple. It was really nice. And my husband, you know, being obviously a foreigner, he got this little wristband. I don't know, it's I don't know, it's just a normal string of something, but he got it, and I thought, oh, he will not forget this. So I put this down with washi tape, and you can still feel it and move it around when you go through the travel scrapbook. Now, I didn't film a lot within the album, so at the very end, like, this is one of the last pages. Like, it's actually the last page in the travel scrapbook, but not the last page that I did. I have this tea bag when we went to Nuwara Eliya, and it still smells a bit of tea, and it's very sturdy, it's very thick, so I put double-sided tape on the bag and glue just to make sure it's not coming off, because I'm putting a lot of leftover travel memorabilia in it. I've got some brochures from the zoo, some more business cards, pieces of a tea bag of the Samahan tea, and I even put some currencies in there. Everything that I still had that didn't go anywhere in the book went in there on the very last page. I do this on quite a few of my scrapbooks. When I still have things left and I don't want to get rid of it, I put them at the very end in a pocket. I might take some of these out and use them later in my project life. So yeah, this is just a little bit of how I use the travel memorabilia. I actually made some pockets in behind pictures. I used clips as well, but I didn't film the process of this. But I do have process videos on how I made some of the layouts. Like, this is the intro page, the first page that I did. So yeah, if you want, have a look at my channel and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these. I have loads of flip throughs and how I'm making my layouts. And the next video about this Sri Lanka album is gonna be how I'm doing some of the layouts without the travel memorabilia, just using paper, some decorations, some of these cards from an embellishment kit. I'm using pieces of a dictionary, and yeah, so it's just a little bit of my being creative around the travel scrapbook of this really awesome journey that I had with my mom and my husband. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to my channel. Stay safe and scrapbook on. Bye bye.